Hello everybody and welcome to another video for the Chevening Scholarship Program. This is going to be a new video and it has 4 parts. Every part will be dedicated to each specific essay for the Chevening Scholarship Program. Here, as you can see, this is an essay that I am writing for my friend who is a civil engineer. I am going to show you the questions that I asked him. I wrote it down, I drafted, and how I am going to go on to completely write the first essay on the leadership and influence. I'm going to make it as short as possible so that, and I highly recommend you to follow up with me. At the same time that we are writing step by step the leadership and influence essay, I'm asking some questions. These are the questions that you can ask yourself. You write those tips in bullet points, and then after we have all the answers for the questions that I'm going to ask you that in my belief is needed, then we are going to write a complete 500 essay. I want you guys to stick with me until the end of this video. It's going to be a little bit long, but this is going to help you very much to prepare yourself because as I can see the calendar, only some days or a few weeks are left to the Chevening deadline. So this is going to help you to write your essays in a very short period of time as I'm taking you step by step. So let's dive in to the questions and I explain one by one for you. So let's start with this. So my friend has these things, and these are my gatherings for the first essay. So I asked him about what did he do during his high school and also university. So the answer of my friend was that I was a team leader in some kind of organization. And then we will write the complete name. So what he was doing here together with other friends were that it was an international and local students were working together. It was similar to ISAC or ISAC, something they call it, and it was a networking and exchange program. They were having events and also they were having workshops. He started leadership since that time when he was in school and also university with this program, and he had close practical work because he was very much, I led a team. He was the team leader for the group, and he had good achievements because they had competitions or something, and he had a lot of influence on the team that he was following. So other question was regarding his professional life, what he was doing. He said that he's a civil engineer in 12 different provinces. It's provincial civil engineers, a group that they have, PCE, and he worked closely leading the team, supervising them, and give them trainings and workshops, supported them in different things, implemented many projects. He had good coordination and cooperation, and also cooperation. Being a construction projects were always, they had good constructions and they were successful with all their achievements. So I have been asking these questions, and I was going through the telephone. That's why you can see some mistakes, because I was trying to gather all the information at once, and you can see there are some grammatical errors and mistakes. So these 2 parts, now we come back to you, that you want to write your own questions. So I'm asking you, and I want you to do the same thing, to have your own Word file, paper, pen, whatever you have. So I'm asking you these questions and I want you to write it down. When did you started to do leadership and influence on the people? Was it during school, during university? So write it down, during school or university. And what was the first program that you did when you were like the team leader? It doesn't matter, even the team leader of a small group of students. if, for example, you had a club or something at university and you were the head of the club or the team, or even if you were the school representative or your class representative, or maybe you had a student association at your university, you were part of it. You don't have to be the leader, but even if you were in that part, you were the deputy, you were the head, you were the finance, you were doing something, you were involved in leadership and also influence. So write that down, the same thing like my friends that I asked them. And then you talk about the networks that you had, because later on we will connect the next essay with this one, that we were doing networking and that kind of stuff. The events, if you were at the university, definitely you had some events and workshops and trainings or maybe competitions, anything. And you can say, yes, you were practically involved in doing these works, and what were your achievements? You held some intra-university competitions, or if your leadership was outside your university at maybe your community, or you were working during your university years, just write them down. And when it comes to your professional life, what's your major? Is it civil engineer? Is it a doctor, a nurse, a lawyer, a computer science student, a journalist, anything you are? And then you just say, okay, where you currently work. It's good if you talk about your current job or maybe your previous one. It doesn't matter. Maybe if you have seen me in my previous videos that I normally talk about in a chronological order, like my school, university, going to work, and up to this time. But this essay, we are going to use another method. And I asked about his current job, what he's doing, which he's a civil engineer, and he's leading teams that are involved in 12 provinces. He's not the leader; he's actually working with them. I work closely with them and leading them. He is leading one team at a time, not all of them, and he's supervising the teams, give them trainings and workshops with different one of them at different times. He supports them. He is implementing many projects that they are doing. It's a private, private company. It's not a governmental thing, and there's good coordination and cooperation. So now I've been asking him questions. What are you doing at your job? So this is similar questions that I'm asking you. What are you doing at your previous job? Are you normally leading a team? Are you conducting workshops? Are you writing reports? Are you communicating with the other people, giving them tasks? If you are at an office, you give tasks to at least 2-3 people, that is counted as a leadership and influence skills and experience, because you are currently involved in your office, guiding other people what to do. So these are the questions I asked them, and I found whatever you see that I have written here, which are very much similar to what I am pretty sure your achievements. And also, I asked them, what kind of, do you have any cooperation and coordination with another? Which they said yes. And do you have any problem or solution way that you they are asking you, reporting you some problems that they have on the projects, and you're solving? And then he said yes. I don't think it's much different than most of us what we are doing, even if you're a doctor, a journalist, anything. And then he was talking about 2 other things that I'm not talking about them now. I want to first finalize these 2 parts in the beginning, his volunteer work when he started during school, and professional and civil work. And then we go to the next works that he did, like an extra thing what he was doing, which are also important. So now I would like to start immediately after this. I want to write at the top of this place, write everything. You will see that the screen will blink every now and then, which I'm going to work on this to see that I hope that the screen does not blink more, so that you can pay attention to what we are really writing out here. Okay, so let's start from the beginning and see how we can write step by step everything, all these questions that I asked, and you can do the same thing. So based on what I've asked, I would like to write started like this. During my college, of course, during the college you have studies as well, right? Along with my studies, I don't know, my studies, we can change that. It's very quick, but we are going to, this is the first draft. We are going to bring many changes. During my college, along with my studies, I had volunteered for various programs, events, and activities. I had been, or I was, whatever we will, choose later, a team leader in an organization called VASI, World X of Students and Youth. I don't know what this, I forgot that what this A stands for. I will ask that later. So this is the organization he used to be a team leader. I had been a team leader in this organization. This organization was formed by international students coming from all continents, from different countries. Yeah, I have problem with my English. I hope this is correct. If not, you don't have to judge my English. Please don't do it. Don't judge my pronunciation and don't judge the spelling. We are just trying to accomplish something, and we are trying to work and do this thing. So I want you to concentrate on the on learning how to write our essays. So now I'm going to back talk to you. I'm telling you, so this is something that you can write as well about what you did. For example, you're in your school. We wrote about this organization. You can write about your activities maybe you've had at your school, or at your school or university you started to work in any other organization. So this is a good start, which I highly encourage you to do, and it's easy. So now we go to the next part, what we did in this organization to to provide more details, which is something that you should do as well. The aim of this organization was to bring the international students together. Yeah, like this is what he said: international local students networking and exchange programs. And now we talk about the how they were being connected with one another. The aim of this organization was to bring international students together by conducting networking and exchange programs. Okay, this is a good thing. That what was this organization really doing? I led a team in this organization in my country. It means Afghanistan. We will think about it later. In my country, consisting of 18 members from diverse backgrounds and ethnicities, or we can say maybe nationalities, because it was international team, so it's good to say nationalities. This number, I don't know about this number, because I'm not sure about this. I'm going to ask him to tell me about the exact number. For now, I put it this one because I kind of know that it was between, it was talking about teams of 20, 15 to 20. So I came up with 18. We will change it later. So this is what he was doing. So now let's get back to his work, what he was doing. He started leadership since then, worked closely about his achievements and these things. Now let's talk about them. I started improvising my skills, or improving, I don't know, improving. I will think to see which words are better. Improving my leadership skills since then. Okay. As a leader, I was helping the team, working with them closely, and made them achieve their organizational goals. Or maybe we don't have to say organizational goals, or maybe goals. This is how we can come back to this later, of course. My team's performance was always the best among all the teams. There were around 14 teams in Afghanistan. So the team that he was leading, it was the best. And my team's tasks were completed on time and with best references, and there was something about that I don't remember. My team's tasks were completed on time and with best references. Okay, so now let's leave it like this. I of course definitely ask more questions. This was made possible because I had a proper coordination and I assisted each one of them in every aspect of the tasks given. So, and now it's always good to involve yourself, like what you have been doing that you made the team successful. I don't know more about the details of the accomplishments, which is something that I'm going to ask maybe more questions and also write it here. I'm going to share this file as well, but not now. First we have to complete this one and write the second issue. Please watch the second video coming after this, the second episode, and the third, which is the career, the courses, and also the fourth, which is the career plan. So you are going to go together with me and this essay, like my friends' essays, and once everything is done, you have an overall idea how we develop this. Then I'm going to share this for you, this whole video for you. For now, please stick to this and go along with me. You can ask the same questions yourself, and I'm going to, stop writing and then explain how we can accomplish this together, so that you are also able to write your own essay by the end of this video, which is going to take us less than 1 hour. Okay, so this is done. I don't think I want to write anything more regarding this one. I'm done with this for now. I don't want to write anything, or I just want to say I had a very good influence on the team. This is it. Because I want to remind the Chevening, the reader of this essay, that I'm talking about influence. I am talking about leadership. As a leader, I'm using these keywords that I want to tell the reader. I made possible. It means I have been doing things so that the reader understands I assisted each one of them. So these are keywords that I am emphasizing that this essay is about leadership. So I'm done with this. Now we go to the second part, which is this my professional life. Maybe we do a split screen, because I keep this here and then like this, and we know what we are writing here. I hope that it stays like this, and we can see also our questions or bullet points. So now we go to the professional side. We say, in my professional life, being a civil engineer working in the main office, I am currently leading a group of 12 provincial leading a group of 12 teams of engineers in 12 different provinces under the name of Provincial Civil Engineers, PCE. So what I want you to do, provinces under the name of, okay, what I want you to do right now is that you ask yourself, what's your current job, what you're doing. You can say that I am a teacher. You can say, like, I am a teacher teaching 10 classes, 1 classes, if you are at the university, if you're at a college, school, anywhere. Or if you are working in, if you're a doctor, you can say, well, I'm currently a doctor, I am leading these, I don't know, blocks, flats, departments, incubations, whatever you call it, I don't know. You can say that I am leading different parts, different people, and I'm doing this thing. So we are going to talk into the details. I'm going to show you how we are going to be able to do it. So it doesn't have to be at the province level, okay? But yeah, it depends just on your work. I work closely with them and leading them. We don't say just leading them, okay? We will spice it a little bit. I work closely with them and leading them as a leader, not a boss, okay? So I just write here, you don't have to write this, okay? You don't have to say a leader or a boss thing, but I just spice it up. Maybe we changed it later. I am providing them learning opportunities based on their daily questions and the problems they face. Because normally they are asking, supervising, give them trainings and workshops, support them, because, you know, he's supporting them and giving them help. So that's what I'm trying to explain to them. So this is how he's helping them. I provide them trainings and workshops every month to keep all provincial teams with the same level of knowledge and expertise. So this is actually what he's normally doing. He's conducting these workshops in order to train all of them, so that all days all of them, they are on track, and they have the same level of knowledge. If every team is contacting or coordinating with one another, So they know, they have the same level of expertise with language, maybe in anything you think about it, based on your own like field and understanding and your major. You can understand if you're leading different teams. It's always good that they have at least close to the same level of understanding and knowledge, so that they can achieve their organizational goals. Okay, and we have written here implements many projects, good coordination and cooperation. So let's talk about the implementing of projects and good cooperation. And building construction projects are excellent. So I am always supporting the teams and implementation of projects, as we have many construction projects in every province. So he is helping them, all of them, okay, supporting them. And let's see what he supporting and how he does it. I keep proper coordination and cooperation to deliver materials, help, management support, and etc. We will ask some more technical words which I don't know. To be able to deliver our projects successfully. So I hope you got to the point now. So what we do now, because we have asked questions, and he said that he's normally doing a lot of cooperation. You remember, right? He said that this person, he's in the main office, and then there are branches in different provinces working on different teams. Because he's in the main office, so his other line of task is to keep a good coordination and communication with all the teams at the different provinces, so that he can talk to them if they need help, training, facilities, materials, maybe even paperwork, anything. He can keep that thing with them. So this is maybe you think of it as a networking. This is not a networking. This is a job. Networking is not a job that you keep networking. Networking is a skill that you have to develop over time and build it, of course, with the people actually. But this is a coordination that this person, he has to keep it with all the departments. It is a part of influence and leadership skills, because as a leader you need this in order to influence the people, in order to make things happen, because you are a leader. So far so good. We are done with this part, and I just want to end this professional career thing, and then we jump to the next part and achievements. Okay, so these are the examples actually. Okay, everything you see here, this is actually an example. I want to highlight them too. I don't want to keep them here, but I want to show you that this is an example. I provide, this is an example. I am always, this is example. I keep proper, this is example. Maybe you have seen me that I was telling you people to have a lot of examples when you're writing your paper. These are you don't have to say different things. Even in one office you can talk about different examples of your achievements that you might have. But of course we remove all of them because we don't want to write them there. Okay, so let's end this together. There's always a problem and solution thing. I am always trying to find a solution to their problems and inform them in a friendly manner, because he's a good and friendly person, so I think this would be a good word. as construction works are never without a problem, because there is always problem, but you know, he handles them in a very professional manner. Okay, so I want to end this, or we can say this is how I manage the team, not manage, let's say again, lead the team to successfully implement construction projects. This is I think very good. So I want to be done with this part now. We are done with the, you know, the civil engineering thing. The first paragraph is great. The second paragraph is also great. I don't know how many words we are. We don't care about words. Although I am trying to, I know what I'm writing because I've asked a lot of questions. We are so far to 335 words, which is a little bit more, but don't worry. We are going to be able to, you know, stick to what we are trying to do. So now let's go to the second part of it, because so far we are like 30 minutes, and in the next 30 minutes we want to write the second part, and then I will spend some more time on the conclusion, because conclusion is very important. So I want you to stick with me until the conclusion and see the conclusion, because without the conclusion I'm pretty sure you won't be able to have a very convincing essay. So those of you who are here right now, until I sip my water, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and if you have a question, please write it in the comment section below. If I don't answer the question, definitely one of my colleagues who is also managing the channel will answer it. If nobody answers, I am requesting others who are watching this video, please go to the comments and see if there are questions that are unanswered. Please answer them. Like I'm helping you, I want everybody to help one another, and that is how we are going to succeed. So this is the other part. It is, you know, this person, my friend, he's also an instructor. Okay, he's an instructor. I asked him what else he does, and he's an instructor, he's an inspirational teacher, he's also, you know, teaching part-time. The name of the institute is Hewad Institute of Higher Education. He's also there teaching civil engineering subjects, and he has very good relation with the superiors, and the students are very happy, and he's motivating the students. And other works that he does together with his friends, they have this PCAA organization, which we will talk about what it is. He's professionally coaching it's like a professional coaching Afghan association. They are coaching like people, mentorship and coaching. Develop coaching and professionalism. They are teaching leadership, and not teaching, but they are actually doing it practically. Leadership, networking, innovation, education, public awareness, and a lot of members in this organization or association, it's not organization, association, are students, professionals, and volunteers. And they are connecting students or newly graduated students with professionals in the firms, in the government, and these people. And then in the conclusion, that's what I'm going to write from all of these things that we have wrote above. Okay. So now I have to talk about the, you know, being an instructor. I say as an instructor is a great influencer and a leader in society. As an instructor in Hewad Institute of Higher Education, I am working part-time teaching civil engineering subjects. Okay, so this is what he's doing. The grammar looks awful. The grammar of the first sentence is kind of okay, but the second sentence is awful. I know it. Don't worry, we will fix the grammar and sentence structure later. He's a very inspirational teacher. He's not teaching inspiration, but he's an inspiration, so we will think about it too. So teaching civil engineering subjects, good relation with the superiors and students. That's what we have to write something now. The high level management of this college is very happy with my teaching method, and it has helped me to build a professional network, professional relation with them, because we may have a space to write this networking relationship in the next essay, but for now I want to write it here. Maybe we can change it, or maybe we copy paste it there and then write something else here, but for now this is okay. We keep it as it is. The civil engineering department has awarded me, okay, he got awards for being an inspirational teacher. I have had no absentee in my classes in the whole semester. So he was very proud of himself, because he has been very a very inspirational and motivational teacher or instructor. I would say instructor. And normally there were, all his students loved him. That's why he was always there, present at the school, at the university, and the students were always, paying full attention to his classes. I believe I am not teaching just theory, but also practical concepts in practical manner, because he's very proud of himself being in practical manner. And he says, my students were very happy and they were good in all classes. So we say, I believe I'm not teaching just theory, but also practical concepts in practical manner, which keeps the students engaged and happy with me. So I don't say that this is a very perfect one, so I don't tell you that anything that I write here, it's going to be the final draft. Don't laugh on some of the sentences you feel awkward. I am also not happy with them, even with the concepts, but it's not bad either. Don't think that it's totally awful or bad, because I'm going to share you and maybe go through with my other friends who are currently now in London, in Aberdeen, and in other cities. I will conduct some interviews with them, and I will ask them to share their essays with you before the deadline. I hope I can manage that with them. Their essays they shared with me, I have their essays. They are, they are not like the best essay in the world, I'm telling you, and they are telling as well that they don't have the best essays. That's why I'm requesting you, everybody, to put anything you have in your mind, especially your experiences. Maybe you find something good from them, and that's something that would stand out, and something that the reader will be attracted, and they would select you for that reason. Okay, so now it's about the students. I think my friend told me that talk about my motivation. Okay, you know why I write this this thing here? You know, this whole sentence I wrote it, although I haven't wrote anything in here. It was just motivating his students, and then I said what he was doing. I believe that it's not a lie. I'm not telling you a lie, and I am not an engineer to know this part. But still, I can write something that I believe is like mostly a general knowledge, that you have the same thing, that you know why we like mostly our teachers, because a teacher who gives us practical information, who gives us all these experiences that they have got from implementing many projects. And I know that's why, if I know another person and I can write about them this much, I am sure that you can do the same thing. So what you need to do, what I wrote there and what I want you to do, is that think about the extra work that you did besides your work. Maybe you can talk about the previous work you did. You worked at a different organization and now you work at another. So first you talk about this organization and then you talk about your past when you worked in another organization. This can be, the best achievement that you have had. It's not a volunteer work. Still, we are talking about a part-time job, a job that you have to do. You're not working for your community. You're just teaching because you're paid. You're being paid. So talk about it. Talk about the examples. Again, if I would copy-paste examples here, I would just say the civil engineering department has awarded me. I believe this thing. Students were motivated. These are all the examples that I want you to add there as well. Anything that you have accomplished, and this, you see, there are grammatical problems and mistakes. Don't worry about them, and please don't judge me and don't waste your energy judging me. So instead, let's do, because we all do make mistakes. I do mistakes, and this is a draft again, I'm telling you. Okay. That is something that you need to do. Then you talk about other works. So I asked my friend that if you have, because he doesn't have a lot of experience, honestly. If you think I am introducing people or I'm working on essay of very experienced people, no, I don't work. This person, he's not very experienced, so he had just a job. He were a teacher. Most of us has been a teacher, of course, have been a teacher. And then there's this only association that he is involved. Most of you have told me that I am not involved in any organization or association. My friend, he's just the same thing. He has not been involved in any association, just one, and then we talk more about it. This is it. So he has, let's say, he has only 3 jobs: civil engineer, a teacher, involved in one organization. Done. I think most of you have this, at least you have this one. So let's go to the other job that he has, or you might have as well, which is a social work. Okay, together with my friends, he has been in this coaching association, and they were training people and these things. So in Afghanistan, I had been working with a group of my friends in PCAA. You can also write it pcca.organization, maybe the name of whatever it is, or it's good to write the name as well. Professional Coaching Afghan Association. The aim of PCAA I am working, sorry. Okay, I'm working with a group of my friends. Okay, the aim of BCAA is to develop, to coach, mentor, and develop soft skills such as coaching, leadership, networking, education, and innovations among the young generation of Afghanistan. So this is what they were doing, like coaching, leadership, networking, innovation. I might miss a few keywords, but don't worry. We are going to review and make it, as good as possible to show that, okay, what we were really doing here. And who are the members? So my question was, who are involved in here? And my friend, the answer was that the members or the people who are involved, they were students, professionals, volunteers, and a lot of people. We have members from all walks of life. Maybe I changed this, but I like it for now. Mostly newly graduate students who are looking for jobs, practical work, and internships. See, this is a good one. So, well, my friend just explained this to me. I wrote it here, and well, I had it in my mind, and that's what this kind of organizations normally work. I am responsible helping the management. He's actually helping the management in this place to gather well-educated students and connect, I don't know why you have this one here, connect them with professionals and people working with the government. This helps the students to find jobs, internships, besides learning soft skills at this association. Okay, so you don't have in here, see, I'm not just talking about his work, I'm also talking about the aim of this association, because he's helping the management, so he's part of the management here, because this is a volunteer work, so he's not being paid, and he's not the founder, he's not the president. Some of you were telling me in my videos that or is it mandatory to be the founder of an organization, a social organization, an association, or a company? No, you don't have to be. Just if you give time, you're volunteering for a cause, education, human rights, women rights, youth empowerment, women empowerment, environment, health, anything that counts. So that's what this guy is doing, and definitely he's going to be the winner, in my belief, from my country this year, applying with such a great essay, and of course experience and talent and knowledge and everything. Okay, so what else we can write here is that we under this association we invite all our members under the same roof to get in touch, build networks, and share knowledge. Okay, this is it. So this was like the conclusion for this paragraph. So I am done with that one. Now I'm going to, okay, that was it. So we don't have anything. Now we write the conclusion. I want to get rid of this. Let me see how many words we have written so far. I don't know if you can see my Word file. So far we have 578 words, which we will remove some more. If I write, maybe it's going to be 600 words, which is okay compared to my first essay that I wrote, and my first essay was over 2,500 words. Okay, so I write the conclusion here, and the conclusion, everybody, you know what I mean when I'm talking about writing the conclusion. By writing the conclusion, you start from the very first paragraph, whatever you have wrote, the first, the second, the fourth, the third. Normally I have 3 to 4 paragraphs, and then the fifth one is my conclusion. I think in here we have almost the same thing. We have the first paragraph, an introduction, and what we did, and then we have the university, and then we have the professional work, the teacher work, and also the volunteer work, and now we have the conclusion. 4 paragraphs, and this is going to be the fifth. In here, try to read all of them, and then based on all the information you have inserted it, you write a conclusion, and then you link it to the Chevening. A conclusion is also like a statement of relief or statement of request. You also ask, kind of kindly or friendly request the Chevening Scholarship Program to so what? And yes, I want the Chevening to give this opportunity for me based on this knowledge and these things. I want to contribute to my community into these things, and this is going to, I'm going to achieve these things, and I'm going to be such a good or a great leader in the future. So conclusion is important. I highly recommend you to pay as much, to give as much time as possible on the conclusion and on your topic paragraph or first paragraph in your essays. All the essays, first paragraph, last paragraph, are always important, the introduction and the conclusion. So let's dive back to the essay and write the conclusion. So in here, I don't want to scroll back and down. We know what we have written so far, so let's write down. The reason why I applied to Chevening Scholarship Program is to develop and improve my competency in leadership skills. Okay, so why I write this, I want to say that although I have everything, still I don't feel that I know everything. That's why I am, participating in this, scholarship program. So I write, I need to improve my skills in leadership to be a better instructor, a better professional civil engineer, and to be able to dedicate my expertise for serving my country. Okay. So let's write one more sentence to conclude our conclusion. We say Stan needs volunteers and Afghanistan is in need of reconstruction, volunteers and experts, and I believe because I'm using a lot of beliefs, so please don't repeatedly use one word, and experts, and I am ready to dedicate my future for these fields. So this is not the best conclusion, and I'm not claiming that it is. Afghanistan needs. Thank you, Word. Thank you, Ms. Word, for removing forwards and making it one. Okay, so far so good. I'm happy with what we have written so far. Let me see the total number of words. It is very much, but it's all just, in some places I have 2 words. It is now 644 words. I don't know if you can see that thing. I think you cannot see it. 644 words. Okay, everybody. I hope you have come so far with me. We completely wrote one complete essay. We wrote the first draft, but I'm telling you, this is not the first draft. The reason why I did it in 1 hour is because I have been reviewing over 80 essays this year. My friends, people online sending me everything. And the reason why I've read a lot of essays that I'm like a professional now. I don't claim to be a professional. I am not representing anybody. I'm not representing the Chevening Secretariat. This is a disclaimer. I am just sharing my experience. How I wrote this friend that he has written this thing. I have all my ideas. This person, he is involved in not so much things. I'm not telling you that he's going to 100% be the winner. Like every one of you, he's going to he has to work on this essay. The reason why I have this video is to help those Chevening prospective students or participants, or those who want to study through Chevening Scholarship Program in the UK, is to help you, to motivate you that you have the skills, you have the ability, you have the talent, you have the skills, you have the experience to apply to Chevening Scholarship Program. I highly encourage you to apply. And the reason why I have these tutorials are to for those of you who are lost, who don't know what to do, especially for those who sees this year, or maybe who see this next year in the future. If time is very limited, these episodes, like first one, second, third, this is the first one, and there are going to be 3 more videos. Maybe I will compile them in one playlist. Watch all of them. By watching 1 hour of them, which I will not try to make it more than 1 hour, I promise you that you are going to have maybe the second draft. By watching all of them, you can have the second draft the best way possible. Of course, not the final one, but a very good compilation of your essays. So I wish you best of luck with your application. One more thing. If you write a comment and I don't answer, please don't mind. If you're asking me to revise your CVs and essays, I'm sorry if I cannot reply you, if I don't do it, because this is my volunteer work and I have my own life, I have my own problems to live in this world like any one of us. That's why don't be mad, don't be sad, don't be disappointed of me. I wish you best of luck, and I hope that I can see you in the Chevening Scholarship Program one day in the UK or any other places. Best of luck, and yes, I want you to finish your application. See you.